Hello, YouTube world. I cannot even tell you the last time I did a video, was in a video, or the last time we went live. And this is the first time I think I've ever gone live without anybody else. I've gone live with Amanda, Fundamental Home, without Mike, but most of the time it's just Mike and I. So this will be interesting. Anyways, not doing anything fantastic. I am cutting up vegetables. A big bowl of peppers, and I figured I would just hop on and talk to the camera. Hey, Terry. So how's everybody doing? Oh my gosh, more people are jumping on. I suddenly got nervous. Hi, Duncan 1900 and Lisa. Woo! My face is all red. I hope you all can't see how red it is. Terry, he is doing really good. Derby is doing very good. So I plan on putting a video out about his progress, just like start to finish, everything that's happened, everything the vet has said along the way, how long it all goes, blah, 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 blah. You know, all the details. But as of right now, he's doing really good. So thank you for asking. Hello. Oh my goodness. Country Homestead Preacher, another Terry, Danielle, K. Murray, Homestead on the Hill, Single Man. Oh my goodness. People are like actually on here. I haven't done this in forever, so like it feels really weird. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. How's the family doing? Family's doing great. So we have had some hiccups. It's that time of year and the kids are in public school. So obviously illnesses go around. So we all battled. Well, all did it. It started with Grace, then moved to Andrew, then moved to me, then went to Mike. Mike is still trying to get over it. But just like the whole face cold and cough and stuff, Gracie actually ended up with a respiratory infection from it. But they're all good now. Everybody's healthy. Everybody's their normal, crazy stuff. So basketball just ended for TJ. 8th grade basketball. His last middle school basketball game was last night. It's crazy to think that next year he'll be in high school already. But yeah, everybody's doing really, really good. So let me see. Green Gables is here. Rhonda, hello. Yes, missing lives. It is so hard to do lives between life and the homestead and kids. Mike's work schedule keeps changing. It's just too hard. It's way too hard to do it. So it's been a long time since we've done live. That's why this is like really weird. So yeah. But like I said, I'm just in here cutting up vegetables. I've got bread rising. And so I was like, why not? I'm not doing anything else. I have nobody else to talk to because everybody is gone. Mike's at a work holiday party and the kids are at school. So I was helping Gracie in her class this morning. They were cutting out gingerbread cookies and star sugar cookies to decorate at their party that they're going to be having at the end of the week before Christmas break. This is a silly knife to cut celery with. So I volunteered to help there. I do a lot of volunteering at the school. It's crazy to think that my babies are getting big. And I can only volunteer with 2 of them because my 6th and 8th grader don't really want. I can't really volunteer to help them because I mean they're changing classes every hour, but also there's not a whole lot I could do. I do help with their science Olympiad, but it's not cool to have mom around. So I don't do a whole lot with them. But yeah, so I help out as much as I can for Grace and Andrew's classes. So that's what I did this morning. And other than horse treatments, for those of you that don't know what I mean by that, one of my horses, Derby, had an issue with his eye. I just flung water at my own computer. He had... They're speculating it could have been a couple different ways. So either some debris got in his eye and it cut his eye and then got infected, or he had an abscess like in the back, so it's not something that we could see, and it ruptured, and now it has an ulcer. So basically what's going on is we've put in an SPL. I cannot tell you I'm not going to say it right, but here we go. Subperipheral lavage. It's a line through the eyelid, and then they stitched it right above the eye, stitched it to his forehead, and then weaved it through his mane. And we do his medication through that, and it drips onto the eye. So we're not trying to put eye drops actually into his eye, because it's just not going to happen. Trying to put eye drops into a kid's eye is hard enough. But a horse that's kind of jumpy, it wasn't going to go. So we did the line. It said it the way it's the only way that I can think that it said. The vet just like spewed it out, and I was like, oh, she said that so easy. I can't say it, but I think that's how it is. So I've been doing 3 injections into the port at the end of that line at least 4 times a day. So most days I do it 5 times. I've even been able to do it 6 times one day. I might be able to get away with 6 today. The more times, obviously, the faster he's going to heal. So Friday will be, well, I guess technically the end of Thursday will be a week since we had the line put in place. And he still has a hole. So initially when she dyed it, putting the dye in the eye, it would collect to where there was a cut, a scratch, some kind of imperfection. But the pus layer was so thick that it didn't stick to anything. And so we have been doing a lot of medications, anti-inflammatories, antibiotics, and then a serum made out of his own blood, which helps it to heal faster, helps eye injuries heal faster. We've been doing that. And then she also does some other drops when she's here. And so we've been doing that, and it has taken care of the layer. So she dyed it again on Monday, and it actually stuck to this little hole that's like right in the center of his eye. It's not real deep, but it's very visible. And so that's what we're trying to battle with now. He has regained the color of his eye because his eye was white from so much cloudiness from the infection. He's regained the color around most of it, except for the center, like a little bit around that hole is still really cloudy. So we're altering today. We're doing an experiment, and we're removing 1 of his injections. So I'm only doing 2 and seeing if that is maybe going to show us something that may be going on, because we've gotten him to this point, but it doesn't look like he's improving from here. So we'll see what's going on. She comes back out Friday morning, and we'll reevaluate and keep going from there. But until then, I just do what she tells me to do. But overall, he's doing really good. He has regained some of his vision, but we're wondering if he has actually some permanent damage either from this or from his injury before, because this eye was injured a couple years ago. He fell and got stabbed by a stick. So, but that healed up completely. So I don't know exactly what's going on. But yeah, there is a huge difference from how it was to how it is now. I mean, it was like goopy, and oh my gosh, it was so nasty. My phone's dinging. I apologize. My phone just let me know that I was live. Gotta love that. So yeah, huge difference so far. Still some improvement to go. So hopefully he continues to get better. I'm hoping. Anyways, let me see. Oh, Homestead on the Hill. You're probably already gone, but Merry Christmas. What is this? I'm guessing you're asking about going live. I am just talking. So this is, I had to doctor a horse like that, ended up just doing the drops without the line. It was a pain. Yeah. And Derby is, I mean, he's an Arabian, so they're naturally like a little standoffish and jumpy anyways. It's just part of that breed. Like CJ, it's actually kind of funny. The vet that came out, so there was 2 vets that came out to put the line in, the one I've been primarily working with, and then her boss. And he came out, and had to pass CJ to come into the stall where Derby was, where we were getting ready to sedate him to put the line in. And he actually thought CJ was the sedated horse because of how calm and just like slow moving and stuff he was. It was so funny. I was like, nope, that's just my old man. So, but yeah, so it is a pain to put, and it's not like they can really tip their head. I mean, you could try to force them, but you're battling 1,000-pound to 1,200-pound, or maybe even more, depending on what kind of horse it is, horse to tell it, tip your head so I can squirt something coming at your eyeball. It was not going to go well. And I knew that. And I knew with CJ or with Derby, he has trust issues with guys. So if Mike were to be out there either helping me or doing the treatments himself, because I'm unavailable, it definitely was not going to go well without having that line put in place. So that's why we opted to do that. So yeah, anyways, I could ramble on about my horses all day long. I really could, and not cut up my vegetables. So, how is everybody else doing? Are you doing anything special this coming week? The kids have school the rest of this week, and then they are off for break, which I think everybody is a little bit excited for. Tonight, we are going to do drive around and see some Christmas lights, especially now that basketball is done. It helps to free up our schedule a little bit. We did not go to the live nativity. I don't think I even knew about it. I have not paid attention to what's going on around me. The weekend before last. Oh, I was really sick. That was the weekend that I was really sick. I definitely wasn't paying attention to what was going on around me. No, we didn't go. We'll have to keep that in mind for next year. What all do they do? That'd be interesting. I bet you the kids would love that too. The weather has been so crazy this year. I mean, usually it's like frigid cold. Today it is. I think it's 12:03. I looked like 3 hours ago when I got home from helping at the school. And it was, oh no, that wasn't 3 hours ago. That was 2 hours ago. I don't even know what time I got home. But we were sitting at 11 degrees. No, 16 degrees. We were sitting at 16 degrees, but it felt like 2. And it's actually just going to keep getting colder today. And it's awful. And the wind is like really kicking up, although I guess it has calmed down compared to what it was. It was really bad overnight. But if you hear a really annoying sound behind me, I apologize. It's my dog chewing on her bone. And at least she's being good. Let me see. Arabians are beautiful, but thoroughbreds than Arabians are my worst breed, so prone to injury and hurt handling. Well, I did not know that. And actually, it's weird because when I got CJ from my cousin, he's a quarter horse. She had said something about putting him in bubble wrap because he was always hurting himself when he was at her place. Now the dog is going crazy and running. That is why she needs to chew on her bone. But he has cut his leg here, but otherwise we haven't really dealt with anything. And by cut his leg, he wears therapeutic boots part of the year. Georgie, don't. Now she's biting the other dog. And he cut right above the top of the boot, which filled his boot with blood. It was kind of gross. But that's been the only injury with him. And then with Derby, and so I've had CJ for 3 years now, and that's our only injury. And then with Derby, he was at I got him from CJ's farrier, my good friend Tara, and he was with her for a year, and she never had any issues with him. And then he's here for 3 months, and I deal with this nasty eye stuff. So like, there's no way to know. It happens, but it is just the way that it is. Where are we from? We are from Southern Michigan. And yeah, so like I was saying, the weather has been crazy. And this weekend, we're supposed to be like 45, which we never are in December. And I'm not complaining because I'm outside 4 to 6 times a day doing treatments. So I would much prefer the nicer weather, obviously. And I'm hoping to be able to ride CJ this weekend, which will be really nice too. But crazy weather for Southern Michigan, that's for sure. You are welcome to all the snow, but it hasn't been too bad yet. So in November, we did get, I think it was about 8 inches in one day. Just dumped us. Did I say what? November? Did I say November? I don't even know what I said. And then for December, we've had like light dusting, and right now we've got maybe half an inch on the ground that we got. But that's it so far. So I don't know if we're just having an odd winter and maybe it won't be awful, or if Mother Nature is just saving up and it's about to get ugly. Typically, like January, February is our worst time anyways. February has been brutal some years. So we'll just see what happens, I guess. But as long as I'm dealing with having to go outside so much, I am okay with it holding off. And the fact that the kids start break at the end of the week, I'm okay with having a nice weekend because then they can go outside. And that will be okay with me as we're getting ready for Christmas stuff. We do a big get together with my family on Christmas Eve. My whole family gathers at one place. We rotate each year between whose house it is, so then the same person doesn't have to clean every year. And there's usually, well, between my sister and I alone, there's 12 of us. And then my parents, my brother, his wife, their 2 kids, my grandpa. We all get together. Sometimes aunts and uncles and cousins come. Sometimes it's like just this huge gaggle of people showing up at somebody's house. And we eat a bunch of food and open presents and play games and whatnot. So I'll be getting ready for that. And then obviously our Christmas here. So it'll be good times. I'm guessing maybe the same thing. And I don't know how to do that. See, this is why Mike is always with me. So, Terry, why is your foot sore? I'm sorry. I really don't know what's going on in the social media world. I just don't have time. You know what? Does somebody want to be my mod for me real quick? That would be great. I'm sorry, I'm moving the computer. Hello. We are supposed to be 65 on Christmas. Okay, see, for me, I guess that's maybe a little Green Gables, thank you. Oh, there you are. I gotcha. Thank you. I think that's a little too warm. Terry, I'll make you one too. Thank you so much. You broke your right ankle. I'm sorry. That is not good. I don't know how... I can't handle that. It gives me the weebie-jeebies. I'm not even going to think about that, but I'm really sorry that is something that you are dealing with. Yeah, broken stuff gives me the weebie-jeebies. But I can go stick needles into a tube right next to my horse's neck. It's okay. Priorities, I guess. But I hope that heals up quickly for you. I don't know what recovery time for something like that is. That's gotta be rough. Oh, broke for 2 weeks and you didn't know it. OAG! How are you doing? I haven't talked to you in forever. I'm just cutting up a bunch of vegetables at the moment and waiting for my bread to finish rising. And so I figured I would hop on and say hello to the YouTube world that I am never a part of anymore. Wearing a boot for a month, then you get x-rays. Well, I hope that those x-rays come back spectacular. Yes, so then you don't have to keep that on anymore. That's got to be rough. Ready for spring. Oh, I'm right there with you. I'm ready for, like, just thinking about the fact that we're not even technically to the first day of winter is a little on the depressing side. I'm ready for warm weather and to be outside. Yes, for sure. Haven't even started. My dogs are going to drive me crazy. Hey, you two stop. Haven't even started thinking about what all we're going to plant yet this year, but I'm just ready to be outside. I think after Christmas, that might be something we sit down, figure out, what days we're going to start seeds. What are we planting? Where are we putting it? Because we are moving the pig pen and we're going to extend the garden. Well, at least last I knew that these were our plans unless we changed something, but we're going to extend the garden over where the pig pen was. We are working on trying to downsize our goats. So anybody that may be relatively local that is interested in goats for sale, we want a bunch of them gone. So message us on Facebook or email us. They're lovely. They're cute. They're fuzzy. We gotta want them gone. We just have too many. We want to keep them, but we just have too many. So we want to downsize them. And we're going to get rid of our ducks and our quail and most of our turkeys. We're hoping to hatch out turkeys come this spring. They should be laying eggs, so that's exciting. And if it's not the kids, it's the dogs. I'll tell you what. We're moving out near you in about 2 weeks. Ooh, that would be nice. That would be cool. Awesome. Okay, Mary. I will let him know. Thank you for popping on. We just put the hootenanny tentatively on our calendar for this year. Awesome. That would be neat. We are looking forward to getting together with everybody again. The summer is always fun. We're talking about doing a couple of non-homesteading related trips this year. We did, or not this year. We're done for this year. Next year. We did a lot of trips this year, and most of them were homestead related except for Alaska, which I'm sporting my Alaska shirt. One of them. I came home with like 5. Yes, 2020. Oh, Tim. Hi. You said something earlier. I don't remember. I didn't look. Hello. Where did it go? I am doing good. Yes, thank you. Oh, you're going to do another class, OAG. That's awesome. Awesome. I like your classes. Everybody should attend your classes. I learn so much. You're a smart man. So yeah, we're talking about doing maybe some trips that are not homestead related. We want to spend some time with Mike's parents. I would love to get out to Nevada where my brother just moved, and then go down and see my cousin that gave us CJ. So if we can squeeze those 3 in, we will, but we'll see. But got to do some family stuff. This year was a lot of homesteading stuff, which was awesome. It really was. And Alaska was amazing, but it just too many trips. It just made it so hard to do anything that we wanted to get done here. And we just felt like we were so behind all year long. So that's why we're working on downsizing, getting things back to where we want it to be. And then maybe do just some family building, spending time with each other kind of trips. If we can squeeze it in. With 4 kids, it's hard. So, have an S2. We have 7 roosters, I think, right now, Terry. I think 7. And our little bantam rooster, his name's Rufio, Peter Pan, thinks he is the big man. And actually, some of the big roosters are afraid of him. So maybe if you have like a mean rooster, you should just get like a little pint-sized one because he's doing his job. That's for sure. But getting a rooster instead of expecting a hen is, you guys see the sun came out? I posted a picture yesterday of me standing in the kitchen with the sun because like it never comes out. It keeps coming out every now and then and it's really bright on the snow, but I'm not about to close curtains because I love the sunshine. I should probably cut more veggies instead of just standing here. I knew this was going to happen. Yes. But anyways, I just wanted to pop on, say hi to everybody, let you know that we all are still alive and doing well and getting ready for the holidays. Like I said, been dealing with this horse stuff, but we're doing good. You see the kitchen is still kind of like half torn apart, half not. We are working. Mike's changed out the outlets and extended them out to get ready to put the tile up. So maybe this weekend I could convince him to do that. We'll see. We were going to do it a couple weekends ago, but then I got sick and then he got sick. So resting was all that was important at that point. So hopefully here soon we'll have tile backsplash over the counter. And then I should have that part up there ready to go so then I can get paint on the rest of it. And then we'll mostly be done. Like we're going to take that cabinet out and put a microwave up there. That's really all that's about it for now. The grand plan, if we are going to stay in this house for a while, which there's some talk of moving, but it wouldn't be for like 5 years or so. And at the rate we do renovations, we can't go on a 5-year plan. We would need like 10 years to finish something. We want to change out the floor, add counter under our big window here, and extend it. I'm going to move you, but I'm going to move you slowly. Put counter here and extend it where the table is. Don't make anybody nauseous. And then so that the counter here where the table is would be kind of like a bar style. So then we could sit there. That's like the ultimate, like down the road kind of plan, but I'm not worried about that right now. I want to get the paint on the wall and the tile on the wall. And that's really like all I care about right now. So hopefully soon our kitchen will be done, but it's usable and it is the way that it is. Life keeps us busy. So hopefully not much longer. And we'll have to show you guys that finished project when it's done. So I guess I'm going to hop off. I am going to, where are we moving to? I'll make it so it's not upside down. Most likely. I miss it. I miss it beyond belief. It was the most gorgeous scenery. It was the best trip I have ever been on. It was absolutely breathtaking. I look back at pictures and I cry because of how much I miss being in Alaska. The wildlife, oh my gosh, it was just amazing. I can't wait for our next trip. I have made I'm going to move you again, poster that's right there with a bunch of our Alaska pictures, just so I can see it like all the time. I absolutely loved it. And Mike has wanted to move back there for so many years that he's on board. We're like, we'll just pack up all of our stuff and go now. But we can't right now. Like I said, at least 5 years we're going to be here. But it is a real possibility that we might move there. We'll be going back a couple times between now and the end of that 5 years, hopefully. At least one more time for sure, but hopefully at least twice. One of those trips will be Mike and I alone during the winter, so I can see if that's really something I think I could handle. But I love it. I'm hooked. So didn't take a whole lot. Just looking at pictures, planning it, I was kind of like, this will be a real thing. And then when we got there, it was just incredible. So very, very real possibility we would move to Alaska. But nothing's concrete. But I have property hunted. And I found a few I like. So anyway, my dog's getting amped up. I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for popping on. It was good talking to everybody. And hopefully I'll do this more often. We'll see. So thank you so much, everybody. I will talk to you later. Bye.